Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Ashworth Wealth Weekly Market Update. I want to spend some time talking about Europe today. As many of you know, we have long been proponents of having a globally diversified strategy that focuses on large companies, small companies, domestic, international. So we have never been proponents of focusing too heavily on one asset class. But the honest truth is that the European economy has struggled. It's been sluggish compared to the United States economy over the past several years. There are some factors that are bubbling up, though, that look like that might change here shortly. Keep in mind, one of the most important tenets of investing is to buy low and sell high. So while we have maintained our approach of having a globally diversified portfolio, there has been times when that has felt like a sacrifice. When the United States economy has boomed and the United States stock market has boomed and the European counterparts have lagged a little, sometimes that feels like a sacrifice, but we're building portfolios for the long haul. And ideally, other asset classes will prop up asset classes that are maybe down a little bit lower. This is something that we talk about in our reviews and we can continue to talk about. But let's talk about some factors that are coming in Europe that look like that might be changing. And specifically what we're talking about is tourism, travel industry. Europe is big, or tourism in Europe is big, big, big business. As you can see by this chart, there are some countries, specifically Croatia, where up to 25% of their GDP is generated by travel and tourism. Spain 14%, Italy 11%, the UK 10%, and so on. And it is predicted that 2024 will be a banner year, a record-breaking year for travel in Europe. So this, of course, is big news for these economies. And as these economies, grow, well, so do the companies that are based in these economies. And so we have a general growth in the stock prices for the companies that we are invested in the European Union. So there's some factors that are driving this. 2021 was the biggest year on record for European travel. It dropped significantly in 2022 as energy costs and COVID and all of those other factors came online. But like I said before, 2024 is looking like it's going to be a massive year and that will continue in 2025. Real wages are recovering, and so spending is going up. So what we're looking for is we're looking hopefully for a bounce here in the price of European stocks, which, as we've been investing in them all along, will help our portfolios continue to grow. This kind of underscores the point that you can't necessarily predict when an economy is going to take off or when it is going to go into recession. Those things are out of our control. What we do believe strongly in is having a globally diversified portfolio that owns assets and asset classes in all of these different areas of the world, at least in the developed areas of the world, so that we can take advantage when different things happen like this. Of course, none of this has happened yet. It's all based on predictions, but it's looking like that's what's going to happen. So we will continue to invest in globally diversified portfolios. We will continue to invest in big companies, in small companies that hopefully are gems waiting to pop. And we'll continue to do this so that when fortunes turn around for various economies, we can take advantage of those things. But all along, even if that economy happens to be down, we can take advantage by purchasing investments in those economies so that when they bounce back, we make more money. And that's really what this is all about in the long run, is making sure that we're building portfolios that can sustain your financial plan for the rest of your life and to accomplish the goals that you have. So we will continue to build portfolios that way. We'll continue to discuss items like this in our reviews. I hope everyone is having a wonderful summer and that you are doing everything and maybe even taking a European trip. That would be fantastic as well. So until we have the next one of these, I hope all is going well. Please feel free to share this with anybody that you think it might be able to help. Thanks and have a great afternoon.